Good morning, you guys. I am the only one up. It is pretty early in the morning. It's like right after 6. I got up and made my coffee, come out here to sit down so I could talk to you guys. I want to talk about this before I get started with today, just because I feel like it's going to weigh heavy on my heart all day, and I may talk about it some more throughout the day, but I am absolutely devastated over what has transpired starting last night and through the night at my hometown. If you didn't know, I grew up in a small town called Fancy Farm, and one of the surrounding towns was Mayfield and Wingo and Sedalia and Lowe's and all of these different towns surrounding my little piece of heaven on earth that I grew up on. And it's destroyed. It is absolutely destroyed. A mile-wide tornado last night that had no mercy and absolutely destroyed that town. And I'm devastated over the loss of life and the damage that has taken place. And I'm gonna throw some pictures up here for you guys to see. I know that when you guys look at these pictures, you may just see another town that's been destroyed by a tornado. And up until this point, all the tornadoes that I've seen, it's been that way for me, you know? It's not personal for me. All of the tornadoes I've heard of, all of the clips I've ever seen of tornadoes, where they just completely wreck a town, destroy a town, rip it to shreds. It's never been personal for me. But these pictures are absolutely personal to me, and you guys just see a town, but I actually see like memories of this town. And the places I've seen all growing up are now destroyed. It's awful. People were trapped in buildings. Amish families, there are tons of Amish families and Mennonite families there. But one in particular, I know a story of one in particular that died last night in the tornado, and their kids, one of their kids, as far as I know, was still missing, and hopefully by morning, by this time, that kid has been found. My sweet friend here on YouTube, Allison Garber, she doesn't share much here on YouTube anymore, but she's lost her home. Completely gone. I haven't seen any pictures yet of her home, but it's completely gone. And there has been talk of a GoFundMe for her and her family, because they are obviously going to need help trying to rebuild, like get off the ground and get in a home. I don't know what all is going to transpire with that. If there is a GoFundMe at this point, by the time that this video goes up, I will definitely have that in the description box. But I am just heartbroken. There was one post I found that said, tornado which started in Arkansas, which is the same tornado that swept through our town, was that mile-long, absolutely evil, wicked tornado that started in Arkansas 4 hours ago at this time, appears to have traveled more than 235 miles so far. 235 miles this tornado traveled, making it the longest tornado ever recorded. Y'all think about that. Think about that. This other post I read, and I'll throw up the picture that went with it. It said the Mayfield, Kentucky tornado has lifted debris over 30,000 feet into the air. That's the most intense ever recorded. I'm telling you, this tornado was absolutely wicked. It was awful. The pictures that hit me the most are the ones of Town Square. That place was beautiful. The courthouse was just absolutely gorgeous, and now it is utterly destroyed. And there's one picture in particular that shows the courthouse on like a beautiful sunny day, and now what it looks like last night. And again, I'll throw it up for you guys to see, but oh goodness. feel like watching this video.
Okay, I don't know who's watching.
We're trapped inside a building.
We got hit by a hurricane. I'm at work in Mayfield. And we are trapped. Please, y'all, get us some help. We're at the candle factory in Mayfield. Please. Please. Nobody can get to us. Y'all, please. We can't move. Andrea, calm down. Y'all, please, y'all, pray for us. Try to get somebody to come and help us. We had a tornado and the building fell. We were all in the safe shelter place. The whole building fell. We are stuck.
Oh my goodness. Thinking about those families that are suffering right now, whose lives have been totally flipped upside down. Some who may never fully recover from something like this. Not everybody has money to rebuild from something like this. I was thinking about the family that I mentioned, the Amish family that lost their kids, and that one kid that was missing. Oh God, help that baby to be found. God, help that baby to be found. Thankfully though, all of my family is safe. I need to make that clear. All of my family is safe. The majority of my siblings still live there. They're all okay. My grandparents are okay. I have some other extended family that lives there. They're okay. I don't think any of their homes have been destroyed or even touched. I'm not even sure that they've even been damaged at all. Thank the Lord, because there are trees that completely surround my parents' house. And as far as I know, like, everything's fine. They had a power loss, obviously, last night. The electricity was gone, but as far as I know, nobody's been hurt. None of the property has been hurt. I know my siblings have horses and animals, and as far as I know, all of them are okay. So anyway, thank the Lord for that. But please, please, please be praying for this community. Be praying for all of those that have to start from the ground up and rebuild their lives. This community suffered a lot last night, and we've got to be praying for them. And again, if there is a GoFundMe that's been started for Allison and her family, I will link in the description box. Please consider giving something to help her out. I know that, you know, you can't give to everybody in need, and sometimes it feels so overwhelming to think about how there are so many people in need and you couldn't possibly give enough to help all those that need help. But anything helps, and even if you are able to just give $5 to help Allison, I know that it will be a blessing to her and her family. So again, if that is active, I will put it in the description box. But please, please, please be praying for my family, be praying for this community, be praying for the whole Western Kentucky, just be praying for all of those hit, and even those in Arkansas, how every single person, every single family, every single community that has been touched by this tornado, please, 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 I'm begging you to keep them in your prayers. Come here, kiddos. Come here. Come here, let me have a hug. Come here. Let me tell you something. So you know where in Kentucky where Grandma and Papa live?
Yeah. Yeah.
There was a really bad storm last night. A tornado, and it tore up that town. So we need to be praying for those that live there, because a tornado ripped up that town. All, like, tons of buildings have fallen, and people got hurt, and kids, babies died, families died because of this awful tornado.
Baby, did that?
So we need to be praying for them, okay?
But are your mom and dad still alive?
Yeah, they're okay. My mommy and daddy are still alive. Their house is okay. Their house isn't torn up. But there are lots of people who did lose their house. Okay?
Because their house is big, huh?
Yeah, my mom and dad's house is big and strong. But God protected them. So.
Hello, Uncle John.
Uncle John's okay.
I'm done. Happy?
Uncle John's happy. Whenever you pray today, bud, remember to pray for those that have been hurt by this tornado, okay?
You do happy.
Thank you, Jakey. Okay, I'm on the phone with my mom right now, and she is out looking at some of the damage and stuff, and she was just telling me about, it's an Amish family?
Yes.
And is it the same one that I mentioned? That,
Yeah.
So this is the same family. And the kid that, is he still missing?
No, they found the children.
Okay.
But it was Jacob and Emma Gingrich, and they passed away, and 2 of their 5 children passed away. Emma and 4 of the children, or 3 of the children, were found a little ways away from where the house used to be, and Jacob was found over by the barn with the flooring from the house laying on top of him.
Which is the dad. That's the husband, right?
Huh?
Jacob is the husband.
Jacob's the husband,
And the floor from the house was laying on top of him.
Right, and their 8-year-old son was on top of the floor. And he survived. The 8-year-old survived. He's got some bruises and cuts and stuff, but he survived.
And the kids that were found away from the home, are they alive?
3 of the children are, well, the 8-year-old survived, a 3-year-old little girl survived, and the 10-month-old baby boy, which was found by his mama, he survived.
And so the baby was found next to her, alive, but she was dead.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Alright, so Blakey and I are at the ARC thrift store now. I cleaned up the house and I told Jim I'm going to go somewhere and get out of the house because I feel like the 4 walls are closing in on me and I just need to get out and breathe a little bit. We had a window in our room opened, and every time I'd go in there and I would just feel the outside air and just like be able to get fresh air. It was so refreshing, just that little bit of air. So I was like, I need to get out of the house. And so the big boys are with Daddy, and because he is sick, he this is gonna sound bad, but like he's not really good for much, you know? He's sick, and so he needs to take care of himself. Did you hit your head? And rest as much as he can, but there's not much he could do to help me with the boys or the housework or anything like that. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna clean up the house and I'm gonna get out of the house. And I don't ever do this. I mean, I don't ever do this. Get out of the house and just like go do something. So I have Blakey with me, obviously. And so I think I'm gonna go to the ARC thrift store. I'm gonna run by Kroger. I need to get diapers and wipes and some salted caramel for my coffee. I may run over to Kid and see what they've got, see if they've got any good deals on some thrifted toys or something like that for the boys for Christmas. And then I think I'm gonna treat Jim with a Dutch Bros drink on the way home. And so I'll get that on the way home. So we're gonna go inside and see what we can find in the ARC thrift store first. Okay, I've been here for like 20 minutes already. And all I went through is the DVDs and the books. I could be in the books for hours because you can find such treasures in here. See, look how cute. You want to get that one? So far I found 5-minute dinosaur tales for bedtime, Do You Have a Secret, How to Feed Your Tiki Monkey, and My Baby. And then some DVDs as well, which I'll show you guys those later if I decide to get them. Okay, I just spent over an hour in the thrift store. I was not expecting to spend that much time in there. But I'm going to show you what I got real quick. So my idea of going to like 4 places quickly dwindled down to going to only 2 places. So I'm going to the ARC thrift store and then literally I'm looking at Dutch Bros. So I'm gonna run over to Dutch Bros and then go home. And home is like across the street. So anyway, I'm gonna quickly show you what I got. I got 2 Santa hats, both the boys. So cute. They were like $4 each, which today is Saturday. Blakey. So almost everything was half off in there. And so I got me a little cup. It says, All Mama Wants Is a Silent Night. And I had a cup that was like this, but I put it in the dishwasher and the lettering came off of it. So I got that. You know what, I'm gonna have to finish this at home. What I'm really excited about is I got some Christmas pajamas for the boys and I know they are going to freak out when they see it. All right, gotta go. Do you love your Santa pajamas? Let me see them. Turn around.
I want Batman shoes.
You want Spider-Man shoes?
Batman.
Batman shoes. We're not going anywhere right now, so you don't need your shoes. Can you spin so I can see your whole outfit?
No.
No? Huh? You don't want to spin around? That's funny. I know you're cute. So, these were the pajamas that I got JJ. Whoops, dropped them. I thought they were super cute when I seen them. I was like, oh, he's gonna love them. They've got dinosaurs on them with Santa hats and stuff, and I thought they were so cute. And then we got home and he was like, I don't want those. And so we're sort of having a grateful lesson right now. So we're trying to teach him about being grateful for what he gets, no matter if he wants it, no matter if he thinks that he needs it. We're definitely having a come to Jesus meeting, let's talk this through, you're gonna learn to be grateful type of night, which I feel like every kid has to learn that one way or another. No kid comes by thankfulness naturally, or they have to be taught how to be thankful through it all, you know. I feel like every kid goes through a time when they're like ungrateful for things, and so I feel like it's completely normal. Maybe I'm just telling myself that so that way I feel better because my child was being a brat. Anyway, I'm home now. Alright, so it is the end of the night and we are about to, well, end the night. I'm about to start editing this vlog that you're watching right now. But before I do, to end this vlog, I wanted to read something, and it is something my little sister posted today on Instagram. And when I read it, I thought I could have not wrote that better myself. It was as if it came straight from my own heart. So I want to read it to you guys, and I'm gonna throw up some pictures while I'm reading. Some of the pictures may have been from the post that she shared, and some may be from other places as well. So listen carefully. Mayfield, Kentucky, a historic, classic, Hallmark Christmas kind of small town. In '09, we faced a tragic ice storm head on. We bound together, walked miles in freezing cold to deliver MREs to those who had no food, used our time and personal resources to help clear fallen trees off of our neighbors' houses, yards, and vehicles. We brought people flashlights and water. We raised money to help anyone and everyone in need. We did this without ever asking for anything in return. Together, we bounced back. Today, we face an even more devastating circumstance. Last night was devastating for hundreds of families, for our community as a whole. Together, Graves County will overcome this too. We are Mayfield strong. I may not live in Kentucky anymore, but West Kentucky will always be part of me. I have cried and in my heart have felt the loss and tragedy that has hit my hometown. Last night was terrifying. Not only not knowing if my family would survive, but what their home situations would look like after this monster of a tornado blasted through everything. Only by the grace of God was my family spared, and I could never thank Him enough for His mercy on my family. While my family and their homes are safe, my hometown is suffering extensive loss. Please remember to keep Mayfield and that whole community in your thoughts and prayers. I know that they will greatly appreciate it, and it is much needed. With that being said, remember to love God and to love each other, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.